One second. Hello, everybody. I'm running a little bit late today, and I'm a little bit all over the place, if you couldn't tell. 1 second. I am missing a tool that I need for my thing here. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I know, it's Tuesday. It's not my typical stream day. Why am I streaming today? Well, it's because I missed all of last week. So today is kind of like the makeup stream. It's kind of saying, hi, hey, ho, hi, hey. Sorry about that. Where do I even start? Quite literally, why are you not on? There we go. Now you're on. Where do I even begin with the kind of week I had? I had my air conditioning explode, and, well, not the air conditioning unit, the thermostat. They couldn't get anyone out till days later. My kind of ranting and raving here. Then, because of how hot it got, because we had a heat wave, my camera would not work. It would literally say, nah, too hot, temperature warning, and shut down. And I was like, great, awesome. So I couldn't stream. Yay! So finally, after, gosh, you would think I would put my tools in a responsible place. Hang on. You would think that I have all my things together. There it is. Clearly I don't. Give me a sec here. You go out. You go in. Get into the printer. Ugh. Sorry about that, everybody. So, that should be good now. I'm a little bit all over the place because the video that I released today, a little bit of something snuck up on me. I didn't realize how low on stock I was with my Spyro eggs. So I just checked, and we had like 4 orders or 5 orders come in all quick. And I only have 1 left in stock, so I have to get a new batch printing. Once I get that new batch printing, then we can go from there. It'll take me about a moment. Okay. So I got the support filament in. Let me just make sure the flushing volumes are not stupid. Like that. We don't want that. No, thank you. 700? Yeah, no. More like 300. Thank you. And you can go 170. Support stays the same. That's all good. Good. Come on, print. Come on, slice, and dice. Come on. There we are. 21 hours. That's a few hours off. Make sure that we have the notch in there. Notch is in there. Thank you very much. Print plate. Send it to Betty. Betty is A3, A4, and that's A1. Send that off. Preparing print job. Sending job through cloud service. Egg. That should be good to go. So, hey, CG, out of curiosity, what do you do during the countdown? Scream. No. So, I have to get myself psyched because I get extremely nervous. So, I give myself a 10-minute countdown. But also the 10-minute countdown is to get people into the stream so that people can get ready, so people can get settled. So people are like, oh, the stream is live. They click it. Oh, okay, I got a few minutes. Then they kind of get ready. For me, it's getting myself psyched and getting myself ready for the stream. It can be any number of things. It can be, hey, I'm quickly trying to start a print, and I forgot one of my filaments, so I had to quickly, wreck in there. And, so there's that. Sometimes there's putting a kid to bed. Sometimes there's having a conversation with my wife. Sometimes there's praying because of anxiety. Sometimes there's having to quickly tidy up. There is a whole wide number of things that I go through when preparing for a stream. So, as I quickly get the notification out for everybody, how's the volume and how are you? Today's video that was released was definitely a video more targeted towards the 3D printing, but also just kind of giving a little bit of a story as to what was going on and everything. And kind of expressing, explaining. I saw a $1 donation. Give me a minute to answer that. Let me just get this out first, and I shall answer that donation real quick. Which, by the way, so I know it's August, and the donation bar is currently set to what we were trying to go for July, but because the last streams were meant to be in July and everything go right, so this is gonna be the last month for us to fill that bar. Whatever gets in that bar this month, we're still trying to aim for the 1,500. We're trying. Whether we'll get that to stream or not, that's okay, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Now, if you are interested in what's going on with Crash Bandicoot 4 Insane, Crash 4 Insane is essentially a fan-made mod that updates a lot of aspects in the game, that removes a lot of certain aspects and alters some things. So mainly, if you really wanted to surmise it, like if you really wanted to get it down to one sentence, it's a less bloated and easier Crash Bandicoot 4. If you were to remove all, like, I could sit down and explain what it is. It's an easier, less bloated Crash Bandicoot 4. There are some changes that make it a smidge more difficult, but on the whole, it makes it overall much easier. Again, I do apologize for kind of just popping on here and streaming, because it is a Tuesday. Typically, I don't stream on Tuesdays. I typically don't stream on Tuesdays, but again, that's to make up for the fact that I missed a couple of stuff. But also, we might get to see some new faces or people that typically can't tune in for streams. They might be in. Now, are we still going to stream on Thursday, Friday? I plan to, and yeah. Okay, 1 second. Let me get this set up. Where's my last thing? There it is. Okie dokie, here we go. So, without further ado, why don't we get right to it? Continue. So I believe we are now entering the Bermugula area. So again, for those who don't know, one of the big things that this game changes is that there's only 3 gems per level now. Is it even 3 gems? Might not even be that. By the way, yes, there's 2 donations I have to read real quick. Braxton Richards donated $1.01 through Streamlabs to even out the bar to 236. Thank you so much. We are now 1274. Yes, 1264. I know math. I think. Hope you're doing well. I really like the Platinum Relic 3D print I bought. Yay! I'm happy to hear that. I even got all the Platinum Relics and Platinum Trophy in Crash 4 recently. It was pretty difficult, but I'm happy I finally did it. You know what? We did a quick check, and did you know that only 0.2% of everybody has actually gotten up the Platinum Trophy? 0.2. That's it. So anybody that tries to tell you that the Plat Trophy in Crash 4 is not that hard, well, explain to them how only 0.2% of all people that have bought in the game have actually gotten the Plat Trophy. So if anyone tries to undermine your achievement, don't. Because I think we did the number 2 worldwide. Estimated only about 10,000 people have gotten the Platinum Trophy, and that's not many. Thank you so much, Elena, for the $10 super chat. From Grandma for the 2 missed stream. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. How's the volume, everybody? Is there anything that's going on? What's going on? Ah, yes, this scene. What a great scene to open up to.
Dingo dial.
Easy, chums. If I was here to fight, you'd be cactus.
He's with me. Found him lost out there. Caught him up on the whole time-space, you know, thing.
Yeah, just trying to get home. I was enjoying the retired life, see?
Got it. Our bad guys had to change a heart too.
Bad guy?
Bad guy.
Silence, whelp. But sir, you try my patience, Oxide. But no, I'm sure this insect knows how to obey an order.
Entropy. Take your ship to planet Bermugula and be on the lookout for ships approaching the rift generator. We can't afford any unwanted visitors.
At once.
You're foulness. J-Buns!
Manage our affairs with such poise.
Naturally, as do you.
Barf. Hey, Nick Joseph donated $1. Hey, CG, hope you're doing well. I don't know if you got my DM on Twitter, but it's an eyebrow raiser in my opinion. Wonder if we could discuss that real quick. So yeah, it's not as like it's a big deal, but not, you know, the biggest deal. So if you guys don't know, they just announced that Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is actually going to be coming to Game Pass. If you look at the, in case you missed it, right below where they says I know a secret or whatever. That's what it is. And that's actually really good. That's actually very, very, very good to hear. Like, it's something that I'm very happy to hear about. Typically, because... One second here. Hey, there we go. So again, thank you so much for the $1. But yes, Crash Insane is coming to... is going to be coming to the Game Pass, which is actually really, really good. Thank you again for the $1. I appreciate that. Give me a second here. If you already own the game, like, you know, you might be like, oh, well, that's not that big of a deal. And, oh, man, I was trying to steal the Wumpa. Which Crash games I find easy to platinum? I think I would have to say probably CTR. Rumble was pretty easy too. I'm trying to think of what I found easier. I think probably the easiest was probably Rumble, followed by racing. So one of the things that you're going to notice is that we have access to a triple spin, but a spin that just keeps going and going and going. And this is aptly named the Hyper Spin. This is one of the many changes in this version of the game. There we go. And boink, boink. There we go. So what also has changed, which actually I finished the script for this video today, actually. Oh, shoot. We finished this. Why is it lagging? Why is it lagging? Is it lagging? It's not lagging on our side. At least not lagging here. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I am going to be doing a dedicated video for this version of the game. I think that it deserves more attention and more love. I think that it's really good. Not to take away from the original Crash 4, though, because, you know, I very much do enjoy the original Crash 4. But I just think that mods like this are always fun to have these little, just these little changes that, you know, help a lot. I like that. Like, there was a couple mods for Crash 4 that I had before that I might re-enable, but it's like the following Aku Aku. Like, instead of Aku Aku circling around you, he kind of like follows you. Hey, Alchabeezy, how's it going? So if it looks like that I'm missing some stuff, yeah. I can understand. I can definitely understand that, Nick Joseph. I can definitely understand the jumping of the gun. Thank you so much for the $1. That's awesome, though. I thought it was something Spyro related because they used a screenshot from when Spyro Reignited Trilogy was going to be announced. I guess I jumped the gun. That's okay. For me, when it comes to Spyro, I'm kind of not necessarily, like, I guess at peace about it right now. Because, like I said, you know, my video giving the report about it and talking about Spyro 4 and all the people that I spoke with and stuff and all the stuff from behind the scenes, I'm still holding on to that because so far, the people that I've spoken to, nothing has changed thus far. Everything has been, you know, basically, that's where the hidden gem is. So how do I... So this is the new hidden gem. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, this one's tricky. Hold on. Now, there is no more 3 death gems, so that's fine. I realized now after I did a couple of resets, I was like, why did I reset? Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Go. Okay. So the new hidden gem. Oh, well, we got it already. So, okay. That's right. Once you get it once, you don't have to get it again. So, okay. Unos, dos, tres, 4, 5. There we go. There we go. Brain literally did a brain fart when that happened. Go. All right. Marvelous. Hey, Gaming Pez has been a member for 10 months. Thank you so much, Gaming Pez, as always, for your support. It's my birthday this Saturday. Going to be turning 30. Gonna pre-order Astrobot that day. I really hope it does well so we get more games like it. Absolutely. Well, happy early birthday, Gaming Pez. Thank you so much for letting us know about that. And yeah, I'm hoping that Astrobot does really well as well. There we go. So the plan that I'm hoping to is, and I'm going to be trying to track down my Sony contacts, is to try to get a review copy. I'm going to try to get a review copy of Astro. I'm hoping. I'm hoping to be able to do it. In January, I will also be joining the 30-year-old party. And I remember I believe both of my brothers, their wives threw them a air quote dirty 30 party, and I don't know, but I don't like that. I don't know, maybe because I see myself as a clean person, or I don't know. I never liked the idea of dirty 30. I was like, I don't really like that. But I told my wife, and I said, you know what would be cool is a nerdy 30. She goes, okay. My wife's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. We're going to go with that. I'm like, yay. So instead of a dirty 30, we're going with a nerdy 30 because I think that's better. Yeah, that's what people were calling it. It's like, oh, it's dirty 30. Like, you turn 30 and it's the dirty 30 birthday. And I'm like, that doesn't sound nice. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm like, nope, don't like that. Okay, I think I probably should have died, but I didn't, and I'm okay with it. I thought that was the last one. That is now. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay. I like having, for me, what I like to do on my favorite thing to do for my birthday now, and it's something that I think is really funny, is I think my kids make my birthday a bigger deal than I do. And it's just really cute to just see their reactions when they're like, it's Daddy's birthday! And they're, you know, and, you know, they're all happy about it. And it's like, you know, I like that. I like that. I like seeing their reaction for that. You know, I like seeing that. That's better than, you know, my birthday itself. Because I kind of fell out of love of my birthdays too. I was like, okay, whatever, it's just my birthday. You know, maybe we'll go out and do something nice. But I wouldn't do that for like my but I wouldn't do that for like my wife. If my wife has a birthday, it's like, okay, we're gonna do something big, we're gonna do something fun, we're gonna do something awesome. Even though for myself, I'm like, not really, right? I missed something. Can I go back? Can't. I screwed that up. Well. Oof. Better than a hurdy 30. Man, I'd rather have a hurdy 30 than a dirty 30. Oof. Let me tell you what. I have one question for you, Shadow Hunter. Did you lie on your resume? If you didn't lie on your resume, then you're good. If you lie on your resume, well, then I can understand. But if you didn't lie on your resume, then you're good. That's always been my advice about people that are like, I don't know what to do. It's like, did you lie on your resume? No? Then you're good. Greg! We miss you, Greg. Oh. Also, we earlier this week, earlier this week, when I mean earlier this week, I mean literally yesterday, we had a why are you killing Greg? I have to. I don't want to kill Greg. But anyway, what was I saying now? I had a meeting yesterday with a crew of people that a very small crew of people that I'm working with and communicating with, and we have something potentially in the works. I say potentially, not saying it is in the works. I'm saying potentially in the works. We have something potentially in the works that I think, if it works out, would be borderline life-changing. And I genuinely mean that, if it works out. If it doesn't work out, it was a fun project. If it does work out, then, whoo, boy howdy, we could, this could be something really interesting. I'm not going to say much, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm also really happy to see that there's progress on it now. I think that's one of the things that I'm most excited about, is because it's one thing to have an idea, but 90% of things die in the idea phase, right? So to be able to so to be able to have an idea and then for it to get past the, yeah, that's a neat idea, whatever stage, and get to the, hey, this is an actual potential idea, and we're working it, and it's working, it makes me excited, because I'm like, it makes me excited because it's like, okay, this could work. This could actually work. This thing that we were spitballing isn't just something that's a spitball anymore. It's an actual potential thing. And I am very excited. I'm not going to share anything about it yet. I have not signed anything for it.
It looks like
Because
we're
it is a
en route
personal
to the rift
project.
generator, but we'd be a lot faster.
Sort of. It's hard to explain.
That.
Get over here!
Tana?
I'm not losing you guys in this dimension too. I'll handle this.
Sure.
We're a team.
Oi, what'd I miss?
I'm going to be voicing Crash and Crash 5? No, I wouldn't even let myself do that. Even if they're like, hey, you want to do the voice for it? I'd say, no. I'm not worthy of Crash. Now, if they want me to voice a side character, well, I would not mind that. Some carts over there. Some... See, look up here. Why is the dice now blue? Weren't they orange before? Was this changed in the enhanced? Because I almost swear that they were orange before. I wish there was a mod manager for Crash 4. I believe... Look, the CG's only lying. I'm holding left! I'm holding left! They were orange. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I know that the enhanced version... That video is legendary. That was one of my earliest, like, Oh, that video took me so long to make. Because back then, I had to do all the closed captioning myself. Like, by hand. And, boy howdy, back then, that was a task and a half. Oh, what? Squeeze me? And I animated all of them, and man, that whole video was really, really difficult for me to put together. But you know, nowadays, I mean, why am I? Do I not have to spin on that? Can I just run through it, I guess? Because I'm spinning on those. Yeah, they can be difficult. I'm in the unpopular party where I think that nitro fueled handles better than the original, but see, I'm trying to figure out why it's doing this, because I hit this, I spin, hit this. Yeah, see, what was I doing wrong before? Maybe I'm bringing gravity. Maybe? I'm like, what did I do wrong? Alright, so the... You know what? That's a smart way, because you put the TNT crates up there to be like, hey, what's up there? Oh. I don't know what that second box I hit, but I know it. go. Hopping through here, ducking down here. Don't squish. Thank you. Ha. Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Ah! Ah! I saw my light flash before my eyes. Okay, there we go. Let's not do that again, shall we? Hey, Midas, how's it going? And drop.
My sixth card stolen this year. My wife's gonna kill me.
Gamescom? I forgot to crouch. No. I mean, I personally wouldn't bank on it. Nothing's impossible, of course. I just don't see Gamescom being a major spot to announce Spyro, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. I just wouldn't bank on it. Going well enough. Can't really complain. How you been here? I am alive. I am busy and I am alive. Right now, that's where I'm at right now. I'm busy and alive. Very, very busy. And of course, as usual, you know, stressed out of my mind, which is normal now. I just eat Stressios for breakfast. I wake up and I'm like, oh boy! Oh, I forgot about that. I think the earliest that we would get would be Game Awards. I think that would be the earliest. Now, again, I would pay attention for when packages go out, right? You know, that's always something that you can look out for because nearly every single... But, however, I will say... now it's a bit different now. Shoot, that's right. I gotta hit that and then bounce off of that to get the timing right. What flavor are your Stressios? Mine are like Fruit Loops. Man, I wish they're coffee flavored. It's old it's the 4-hour coffee flavored. That's what we're calling it. 4-hour coffee flavored. You know the taste of coffee that you brewed and then you forgot about it and 4 hours later, but you're too tired and too exhausted to go and make yourself another fresh batch, so you just drink it out of misery? That's the flavor. It's only 19? If I was only 19 with 4 kids, boy howdy, there's questions. Tastes like the microwave later. Yeah. Four kids at 19. I have several questions. There we go. Detonation complete. Shakes old man fist. Kids these days. Boy howdy. Listen, I don't understand this, and this might be me just really, really like not getting hippy dippy with the crowds. Why? And maybe it's a Canadian thing. So, or maybe it's an American thing. I don't know what it is. What is with kids in the rain, boys, high school boys, either like grade 8 and then all the way up to like 18, even 20? Why do they all have haircuts that make them look like alpacas? Am I insane for saying that? Do I sound like I'm a crazy person? But it's like the same general haircut where it's short on the sides, big tufts on the top, and they look. My wife pointed it out to me. She's like, they look like alpacas. I'm like, they do. They do. We call it. So now whenever we're in public, and my wife sees just a giant group of teenage boys, she's like, oh, there's a herd of alpacas. It's short on the sides with these puff on the top. It's not a mushroom cut, but it's these wavy curls on the top. And my wife pointed out to me, she's like, they look like alpacas. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. They do look like alpacas. What in the world? It's flying videos. I'm back bed, but as always, I'll catch up with your streams. See much Olympics and fancy another Spyro Nuzlocke challenge. The Spyro Nuzlocke challenges. A lot of people enjoyed those, but those were painful too. But we might get back to that. My brother tried playing this game once. He complained it being too a hard game, which I had already expected. You're like, yes, I already knew that. Oh yeah, it was a Nuzlocke. It was whew. It was painful. But yeah, I just sat there and I just started laughing. So now my wife and I were just like, you know, oh, it's a herd of alpacas, or it's a pack of alpacas. But yeah, she's right. She's 100% right. Buckle your seatbelts. And then I love how immediately he tells everyone to buckle up. So you're like, well, Oxide. And that didn't last long. Captain Safety Oxide didn't you know, survive that long. I don't get it. I don't understand the haircut. I don't get it. The haircut that I always liked was the I guess like the Viking era that I jokingly called it. It's where it was really short on the sides and longer on the top. I sort of do that, but not as short on the sides and not as short on the sides. But I jokingly call it like the Viking cut. That was, you know, those were the ones I was like, yeah, I dug that. That was like the first time I saw a haircut. I was like, yo, that's actually kind of cool. I like that. First time I didn't feel like a total, like, you know, stick in the mud. And then things changed again. I was like, yeah, yep, never mind. Yeah, the mullet is back. And I was like, good. I don't want it. I don't want no mullet. I remember doing, well, everyone had the Pidgeotto. That's a good way to put it. The Pidgeotto. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I like that. The Pidgeotto. Ah, man, I can't. For me, when I see someone with a mullet, there's like an instinctual feeling to make fun of them. It's like I black out and then I look and they're insulted. I was like, what? What are you mad at me for? Just a knee-jerk reaction. Listen, there are some people that can pull it off, but there are many that can't. I can assure you I am one of those people. I am one of those people that cannot pull off les moulettes. Neither do I want to pull off les moulettes. Don't die. Nope, nope, don't die. And whee! I told my husband to just go into his John Wick era. Haircuts are overrated. The John Wick era. You see, I would do that, but my problem is that once my hair hits a certain length, it just starts getting thicker. It stops getting longer, and it just starts getting just like puffier. And I don't know what you would call that. Nick Joseph donated $1. Sorry guys, I have a mullet myself. I look horrible with short hair. I feel confident myself, so I just go with the mullet, short in the top, long in the back. Oh, well, you have my permission to joke about that, my man. Hey, it's okay. If you got a mullet and you rock it, hey, rock the mullet. Whatever. Don't let my opinions sway you. But yeah, no, I have this issue where my hair just it grows out to a certain length really quickly, and then oh man, I keep doing that again, and then it starts to slow down, and then it starts doing this, like it starts like, and I'm like, what's happening? Why is it doing this? And I remember when during the pandemic, when oh come on. Where I decided to just let it all go. And I just sat there. It just started to get like fuller and fuller. I started to look like a chia pet. And it was weird because my hair is not really like curly. It just grew out. There we go. It just kind of just kept growing. And I'm like, why is it like doing this? I believe I got it all. So I don't even think I could pull off long luscious locks even if I wanted to, because it just grows out. See, I try to grow a beard too, and here's the worst part. I grow here, I grow here, grow here, obviously grow here, and I'm fine here. And I can grow like a soul patch and like a goatee. I am bald as a baby's bum right here where it all meets together. So right here, like right here and here, bald. And not even like subtle bald, like, oh, you know, it's like undergrowing. No, bald. So I can do a nice big pair of sideburns. I can do oh, shoot. I can do a decent set of sideburns. I can do clearly a mustache. I can do, I believe it's called the, oh geez. It's called the Van Dyke, which is like the goatee and the mustache. I can do that. But as soon as it comes to putting it all together for a beard, nope. Nope. Bald. And I'm like, man. Nope. I knew I... Bald. Yeah, yeah, right here. But then right where my chin line starts, it grows. It's abrupt. It's like, man, I wish. All right, let's get through this level. I would love to hear what when they were recording the guy, like the jellyfish. They're like, all right, we need you to make a noise. He goes, that's all. It just sounds like a guy going in an echoey room. Listen. Gosh dang it, Bobby! I'll try to triple spin that. There we go. Gosh dang it! Intrigued jellyfish noises. Okay, we're good. Come on. Nope, nope. Ah! Why do I do this to myself? I was like, yeah, I got it. Immediately kill myself. Yeah, that's par for the course. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. You know I can do this. You know I platinum this game, right? I've done it. I've done it. I would love to do a fail sound, but my soundboard is down again. Hence why I typically do the, you know, whenever someone donates $100, I do the victory noises. Those, not being able to do those has been painful because I want to show my appreciation to people. All right, and then we'll do that. All right. I was good at this game once. There, got it. See? Easy mode. Coco, I didn't know you could spit nitros. Seriously? I just got through a whole wall of nitros, and I lose my Aku Aku to the stupid lobster fish thing. Lobster fish rat. Nothing like losing it to the lobster fish rat. Boogada. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bonk. Lobster fish rat. Lobster fish rat. He's a lobster and a fish and a rat. He's a lobster fish rat. Just a brand new theme song birthed from Lobster Fish Rat. I have no idea what I was doing there. I'll be honest with you. Boop-a-da-ga! Thank you so much, Johnny, for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are actually really close to 80,000 subscribers, and I am like thrilled because I am excited to get out of the 70,000 range. Like, it's been a slice, and I've enjoyed being at 70,000. But boy howdy, being at 80,000 sounds just a lot better, you know? I don't know about you, but we're getting close. Ow. I remember how to do this. I do remember. There was a way to do it, and that was not it. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Ooh, ooh, ooh. By the by, just let you guys know that if you guys do purchase anything on the 3D print store, which we have up, but I will be, if you want, I can sign some stuff if you want before I ship it off. Additionally, I want to do a quick show because it would seem like I didn't add too much to the store this week, and that's because I didn't add a lot because of a whole bunch of issues, but I do have something in development I want to quickly show you. So I have a new product line at the moment that I am hoping to get out relatively soon. Here. That's not a good example. This one's just want to show something off real quick for you guys. So we have 2 final designs so far, and one that's still in the prototyping phase. But these are controller holders. So, as you can see, they are themed. We have bedazzled gems on the side with a Spyro silhouette running in the middle, and for you to be able to put your controllers on, just like so. And it comes with 2, 1, 2. They are completely modular and customizable, so what you can do is that you can be like, oh yeah, I ordered 2 of them and I want to swap them and put them around. Well, that's easy. You just pop one off and you just slip them back in if you want. So I'm gearing up for these. Do the gems come out? They do not. They are super glued in. They are super glued on. They are adhered perfectly. And also, there's a tray here for you to put your batteries and your micro cards or whatever you wish, whatever little assets. So currently we have we have the Spyro theme. The second set that we finalized today is the Banjo-Kazooie theme. And you can see here on the sides here, these are all set up like honeycomb and they're gold. And we have, of course, the logo, and we have the jiggies and the feathers on the sides here. So this one was finalized today. So this one was like, I adjusted the prototype and it spit out, and boom, this one is good. So currently we have the Spyro and the, oh yeah, also the ones on the sides for Spyro. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but you can take a look here. You can also see Spyro is on the side of this one as well. So there we go. We're thinking about selling these for about Canadian, about $35, which translates to about $28 American, approximately. Here's our prototype. It's not finalized yet. We're not done quite yet. Here's a prototype. As you can see, it's not exactly, in my head, it mechanically worked better, but I'm looking at it and I don't know if I like the orange and blue the way that it is, because of course this is themed around Crash, and I figured, well, we'll just make this blue and make this orange. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not a fan of this. I'm not crazy about this. So, I want to get your thoughts on that, because I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Like, I know there's something wrong with it. I just don't know what. I don't. Is it the coloration? Is it that this should be silk and this should be a solid color? Like I don't know what the issue is. The blue looks a little purplish to me. It's much more like a natural blue. I'd reverse the blue and orange. Okay. Because you see, this is the same blue as this blue. It's the same blue, but it looks much more, funny enough, bluey in person. I'd reverse the orange and blue. You'd reverse it. Okay. Would that work? So, I don't know. It's a prototype. This one's not going to be for sale, but I am looking to try to get a banjo. I'm trying to get 4 out. I got my banjo one down. I got my Spyro one down. I want to get a Sly one and a Crash one, so that we have Sly, Spyro, Crash, and Banjo. So that is the goal. Again, we're gonna be selling them for around $35 Canadian. In that ballpark, it might be $30 Canadian, but if I'm going $30 Canadian, because it requires a grand total of 5 hours of print time. However, because I have multiple machines, I can get most of them done. The honeycomb on the banjo is a great idea. I love it. Yeah, I as soon as I saw like somebody, they were like, yeah, you can do this with the infill. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, I didn't know you could do that with the infill. And one of the infills for filling in items is honeycomb. So as soon as I came up with this idea for the controller holders, I saw the honeycomb. I was like, yes. And I said, that's it. I said, that's going to be the one. As soon as someone like, yeah, you can do this with your prints. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. No, I swapped. I did the switcheroos. Dang it. Boogada. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can do a digital mock-up of the thing because I have the model. All I do is just switch the colors and then bada bing, bada boop. We got it. The only thing that you can't emulate is with the silk. What's it called? No. Is because the silk is shiny and then the other color is more matte. So I wanted to have I did want to have a clash there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Oh, come on, man. The other idea that I think it was my wife's idea. She said, hey, why don't you do it like a Wumpa fruit? So like the green, orange, and yellow. And I was like, maybe. That might be the idea to it. Boing, boing. There we go. It's been a hot minute since I've done this level. In fact, more than that, it's been a hot minute since I've done the bonus area for this level. A wooden tiki motif. Maybe. The idea that I thought at one point was maybe to try to go with like the jungle rollers almost. Oh, come on. Or, hear me out. There could be something I could do that would be kind of cool. What if I had these plates on the side be two different colors and go with red, green, and have TNT and nitro, or both TNT? But then again, we're losing the crash color motif. That's the other problem, is that we're losing the crash color motif. I'm trying to think of whatever. That's true too. I could sell like a different version, like a set too. Like, hey, you could buy, because I was thinking of that, because I was thinking, oh man, what if later on I come up with a better idea for the holders? You know, I would hate for people to have to buy the whole thing again. But then I thought, hey, I could make it modular so that next time I could just sell just the holders themselves, and then people don't have to buy the whole base set again. I messed up. I thought there was an... I am so dumb. I thought there was an iron crate at the bottom there. Allow a custom order. I would love to be able to enable more custom orders, but those are a lot harder to do. But maybe I could do something like that. Die. Finally, geez, all right. Also, too, anybody that's interested in ordering stuff, you can send me a message, DM, and be like, hey, I really like this product, but could we customize it for this, or can we add this or whatnot? And then absolutely, I can absolutely do that for you. And we can, you know, do some adjustments and tweaking and stuff, right? Boing, boing, boing. We'll die. Yeah. Ah, I like that. I like that. See the arrow? See the arrow? Nice. Oh, wait, the hidden gem was up here. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, come on. I used to be good at this game. Feel like the song "I'm awesome." No, you're not, dude. Don't lie. Obsolete Mule donated $11. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Let's run that up to 250. A couple things going on. Family friends funeral tomorrow. IAM's afternoon, and losing the Avesta surveying contract due to no loyalty from the company that had us for the past 10 years. Thankful for the stream to escape for a bit. I am so sorry that you are going through it right now. But, you know, I appreciate the donation, and I'm sorry that you're going through it right now. Oh, dear. Sorry, Bob345. What were you asking me? I missed the question. You will not find that lo-fi Crash Bandicoot theme because that is a theme made for my channel. That is a custom theme. So that is a theme that my friend made specifically for the channel so that I could use it in the backgrounds of my videos. Just so that nobody can claim copyright against me, of course. And it also gives a you know, a feeling of originality, right? And that's what I use. Is I use music that is, you know, I try to use as much as possible music that is conducted by my friend or friends, so that people can, you know, get a listen for them. Oh no. Oh, that's how we do that. There we go. I thought it was a jump thing. The music that is at like the start of, oh come on, the music that I use at the back here again. You know what? No. The music that is at the start of my streams, that's also made by my friend Mecha. My lo-fi. We have a track that we call Warped Hills, which is like the very first track that we ever did. It was a cross between like Crash and Spyro. It was a combo of both. It starts off as like Spyro and then goes to Crash and then goes back to Spyro and then back to Crash again. That was all conducted by my friend Mecha. Awesome artist. Fantastic. And completely an original track that I am very proud to have on the channel. The one track that, you know, and I've shared it before, it's a track that I'm sad that we never got to use, but we had this awesome track made for Crash Team Rumble that we were going to do. I had a plan for it, and then when they discontinued support, when they discontinued support for Rumble, of course, I couldn't use it anymore. But it was one of my favorite tracks, but also because it's one of the first tracks where it actually includes my voice. I'm not singing, but it includes my voice, and it was, gosh, it sucks because we had plans for Rumble. I had such big plans for it to still be going, and it makes me mad that there are other games that, you know, I feel like the player base has almost died or is dead for, and yet still are going. Meanwhile, you know, Rumble, oh come on, Rumble didn't get to keep going, and that to me is a little bit frustrating. Here, I might play the track in a second here if you guys want to. I know some people have already heard it, but I think I haven't heard it in a while, and I would love to hear it again. Again, my friend Mecca, an artist when it comes to music. When he comes to putting everything together, he's just an absolute artist, and I'm indebted to him for so much of the work that he's done. It's, you know, he's also the one that actually came up with the Canadian Guy A intro music. Like that was his idea. That was his brainchild. That was his, like, hey, I had this idea here. Do you want to take a listen to it? And I heard it, and it was the original CGE theme. And I sat there and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it's brilliant. Because if you listen very carefully, if you are aware, oh no, I missed the box. It is a different hype track from the one that you first live streamed Rumble when it came out. Was it the same one? What? The Crash 4 hype track was so good. Oh yeah, the Crash 4 hype track was so good. That one's a favorite of mine. I remember the what I messaged him. I remember I said, listen, and he goes, well, what do you want to, oh man, what do you want to reference? And I said, listen, take The Greatest Showman, like, this is the greatest show, but Crash Bandicoot. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, give it a shot. He's like, okay. And he put it together, and I'm like, this is awesome. What's good, dude? Been a while. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing? Don't die. Thank you. Bounce. Hit that. Hit. What? Start again. My opinion on Skylanders. My opinion on Skylanders has changed through the years. At one point, it was a cash grab, and then it was neutral. Then I tried it, and then I liked it, and I feel like I've come to a more objective point of. Oh, come on! I've come to a more objective point of view on it, in my opinion, and again, the technology for the time was absolutely insane, and the concept of it, I got it. And here, I think that if I was just a little bit younger when Skylanders came out, I would have totally been hooked on Skylanders. I would have been absolutely hooked. And, you know, in fact, I would even go as far as to say that, you know I would have been hooked. But when it came out, I was just a little bit too old. And of course, again, I also still had, you know, a bit of that anger behind it because of, you know, it's like, this isn't Spyro. You know, so I kind of had that, you know, that tribalism of like, not my Spyro or whatever, right? So, give me a second here. Let me quickly find that track. That track is buried somewhere, but I think I know where I can find it. 1 second. Now let me double check to see if it is the track that on Crash. I'm wondering if this was the first like the first time I played Crash Team Rumble. Let me just see if it was the same one. Closed beta. It should be there, I think. What's the date on that? June 20th. How's there two? Midnight launch stream. Okay, hold on. Let me just take a quick look-see here. Okay, so that one didn't have anything. Okay, because that was the midnight launch. Let me just see if we had the 12-hour one. If I had it for that one, I don't know if I did or not. I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't have a hype track. Like I had one, but I didn't. I had one, but I didn't get a chance to use it. And then we were going to use it for something else, and then it just kind of fell through. Give me a second here. I know I have it. No. No, where is it? Where are you? Where are you? I believe this was it. Give me a second here. I believe this was it. What's that? One second here. I'll be able to read that donation in a second. Why are you being such a hassle to me? Here we go.
Your team boosted. Enemy team puts Wumpa on the board. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Your team pulls ahead. It's getting too close to call. Neck and neck. Victory!
It still kills me that I was never able to use that. So, again, SpongeBob Mark, hey, how's it going? I like it. Yeah, so that was a track made by my dear friend Mecca. It was planned to be used for when we were doing... it was planned to be used for... What's it called? It was planned to be used as a hype track for Crash Team Rumble. And then I'll say this. Because I don't think I've ever admitted this publicly or live before, but me and a friend of mine, Dave, came together and we had an idea. And we had an idea as to how to make Crash Team Rumble an official, like, major, like trying to be a sports game, like an esport, and we had a whole idea set up. And what we were going to do is that we were going to put together like a mock stream that was like set up in a way that would show what tools we would need to do a video or you know, a esport for this game or for Crash Team Rumble.
Give them a sporting chance.
Ooh.
And that's what that track was going to be used for.
Let's see what you Mongols can do as a pack.
We basically were going to be using that drum line as that drum line was basically going to be the theme for the mock announcing live stream that we were going to do. Follow. And unfortunately, of course, that didn't work out. What was the other track? We've had... Mecca and I have come up with a lot of really, really good tracks. Yeah, hold on a second. There's that. That's right. I told him when we made that. Yeah, so I told him when we made that track, I said, I want you to picture... Yeah. So I remember when I made that track, when he goes, what would you like to do? I said... what's this one? That's one of my backtracks. Yeah, that's one of my backtracks. Nope. Oh my gosh, I just found an old meme that I made years ago. Oh my gosh, I found an old meme from 2 years ago. I totally forgot I made this. I made this 2 years ago and I forgot about it because I was just scrolling through. I'm scrolling through my old chats with my buddy to try to find the old, some of the old music tracks that we did together, and oh boy howdy, I forgot. What was the context? I don't know. We were sending memes to each other, and I just sent them. 2 years is old for a, I would say for a meme. We'll say. Okay, let me see here. Oh, according to my Etsy, we made a third sale. Ho, Banelli! Someone bought a full-size Thievius Raccoonus. Whoa, Nelly. We sold a full-size Thievius Raccoonus. That is awesome. Yeah, the lifespan for memes are small. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. But, actually, I could just play the audio from... I remember... was the... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I believe this is it. Yeah, so the old intro... So it was... One of my favorite things to do sometimes is to look at, like the chat replays. Sometimes those are really fun to see. You can get, like, what people were, like, freaking out and saying at the time. I don't know why it's not working right now. There we go. Live. There we go. You can literally see, like, go back and you can literally take a look at, you know, what people were saying and stuff. I remember some people are saying, they're like, nah, there's no way. They're like, yeah, no, there's no way that this is the actual game. I remember some people suggesting that. But then this was the hype intro for It's About Time.
Crash Bandicoot. It's about time.
Yep, that was the... So typically what I always do is that I typically try to... So there was that one. Then there was the Crash Team Racing one. I think I said it was entitled Race Day, I think. Race Day, yeah. Part 1, that's right. So yeah, it was another half an hour countdown leading right up to the... And here was another one. I remember people saying that this was... that again, every time I do this, everyone's like, nah, it can't be real. It's not real. So then there was this one. I know we're kind of paused the stream for a moment, but I like looking at these sometimes. I like seeing the old stuff that we did. Been a hot minute. Yep. So there was that one. And there's one more. The very first one, which was the Spyro Reignited first stream. I remember though that we were having like a lot of technical difficulties that day. I remember that. I remember there was a lot of issues that we were having. Like a lot of lag. See if the playback worked. Yeah, no, it definitely that one was definitely not good because I remember I was having internet issues and I was so angry about it. But I remember the next time I left it in when I didn't have internet issues so people could see it again. So here was this one. I haven't seen this one in a long time. I haven't seen this one. And then the Yep, those were our hype tracks leading up to those were our hype tracks leading up into oh, absolutely, SpongeBob and Mark, man. Like when already there was already a song that I heard today that I heard it and I was like, "Aw, I'm not going to say what it is cuz I don't want to get hit with copyright." But I already know what I'm going to be drawing from. I already know the music that I'm going to be drawing from. There it is. Forever. Yeah! Yeah! Sorry.
In my universe, bandicoots are considered pests. As fit for extermination as a housefly.
Oh, how modern. Tell me more.
Yeah!
Some keep them as pets, but I find it disgusting. I much prefer spiders.
Yes. So elegant, spiders.
So many little legs to pull.
Oh no, I thought it was a solid one!
Wicked.
I thought it was a solid one.
How our lost puppies found its way home.
Let's put them down. Activate.
Jeez, that's not what you do to a lost puppy.
Enough! I won't be foiled by a flea bag. Time to die.
Lol, bye! Oh,
Wretched cur.
wretched cur. Run to the hills. Run for your life. There we go.
I'll squash this bug.
Curse you, Bandicoot. Milk done!
Yeah, we did.
What's the matter? Unable to handle even the simplest of tasks? I no longer have need for our
Thanks.
alliance.
I love how they just ragdoll. Milk done donated $25. Give me 1 second.
Boy, not that it ain't been fun, but about my ticket home.
Right. Now that we've mended things, we can take you anywhere. Anywhen. After we rest. For now, I can only get us as far as the culinary capital of the universe. Neon City.
Yeah! Nachos. Thank you so much, Elaine, for the $5. Could you use a Rumble track instead of your intro when you're streaming Rumble, such doing a Rumble-centric video? No, it's too long. The video, the audio is too long, so it has to be. It's very specific as to when we can use it. So I couldn't. I was trying to at one point, but it just wasn't really working. But again, thank you so much for the $5, and sorry that I missed the first $5 donation. Song suggestion again for the $5. Song suggestion for Spyro 4 hype track. U2's "It's a Beautiful Day." FYI, thank you. Missed my last donation. I did not. I just read it. Haha. Being ahead on things. Hey, Toys World, how's it going? Let me see if I can play a small snippet of what I'm not going to say what it is. But let me see if I can play a very, very small snippet. Okay, so I am going to play a very tiny snippet of it just so that you could get a vibe of what it is. You'd be like, oh, okay, I see. You kind of get an idea. So what I was thinking when we do the Spyro 4 hype track, it was, what do we want? What's the feeling that I want? And I want the feeling for somebody. By the way, Milk Dad donated $25. Hey, CG, just opened my recent print shop packages, and I just want to say thank you again. They're phenomenal products, and thank you for not just this one, but the last one too. Greatly appreciate the goodies. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Milk Dud. Milk Dud, arguably one of, if not the biggest print shop supporter. She is awesome. She is amazing. Nearly buys almost everything that I post, if I at least one version of it, and I am like honored to have her as not just as a viewer, as a friend, as a customer. Everything in between. I really appreciate Milk Dud. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your love and support. Okay, I'm gonna play. So before I play this, the idea that I thought was, what would, and some people who might be into this might know what the song is. It's not a recognizable song right away to the regular eye or the ear. But one of the things that I wanted was, what would be the reaction of somebody? I want you to imagine you have a stadium of fans of people of Spyro, and they don't know whether or not he's coming back. And that's been the thing, is people, we don't know. Is Spyro coming back? Is he coming back? I don't know. We don't know. That's what people are saying. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. They're not sure. They're like, I don't. They're him and Hana. We don't know. We're not certain. Some people like me are saying yes, he's coming. Other people don't know. So I want you to imagine, you know, everyone's sitting there waiting, and they're on the edge of their seat. They're getting ready to be like, is Spyro coming back? And you hear something like this. Just really cranking that. Now, some people who are fans of something might recognize what that's from, if you're fans of it. But I wanted to create a track that was this epic, like, return, this, like, you weren't sure, and now this return is about to absolutely just shake the foundation of the fan base, shake the foundation of everything. Very just like, here we go, and just this big build up, and that is what I'm going for when we do the return of Spyro 4. It's gonna happen, whether it's called Spyro 4 or whatever it's called, for the next new Spyro title. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to take a quick break. It's been 2 hours, and I have to pay, so give me a second here. Okay, Cinder Eggs, looking good. Oh, my body. Okay, Spyro Eggs didn't even start printing. Why? No. Oh, I was rushing so bad. I didn't check. Oh, no. It's a 24-hour print. It's been going for 2 hours and it didn't go. Why didn't you go? Hold on. Why didn't you go? Betty, why are you not working? Come on. Forrest Gump. Yeah, it's always whenever I have to go to the bathroom, I have to play every single time. All right, hold on. Oh, my kneecap. All right, there we go. With Peg. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That should be okay. I'm got my eyes on you. Cinder Eggs are coming along nice. All right. Be right back. dokie, we are back. Ooh, it is hot in here. Whoa. Let me see if this. All right. Are we ready? Let's get back to it. And we'll go with go the geometry word. Why not? Do 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 do. So I just had to look at something real quick. Yep, food run.
Whoa! You said it, Crash.
We can meet with the others after we've explored. Now, which way are the food trucks?
Yeah, you're speaking my language there, Aku Aku. Wow, that's a terrible start. Oh, frame rate. Hey, frame rate. What are you doing? There we go. That's better. Come on. Down we go. Item is still over there. And nab that, thank you. Hey Tiffany, how's it going? Okay. I hate when I do that. I hate it. Yeah, I kind of wish we had more Aku Aku. In general, I wish that we had more cutscenes. Like, that was one thing that I really, really liked. I really liked the cutscenes that they did in Crash 4, and I wish that we had more of them. There's more cutscenes, period. I mean, achievements. I mean, I've done it already in the past. I don't know if I'll do the insane version. Maybe. Maybe I will. We'll see. Up, up, up. I'm okay with Lonnie Loli kind of being like the narrative guide. I'm okay with that, but I kind of wish that Aku Aku would have been involved as well. Even if there was like a weird vibe where like Aku Aku didn't really had like was kind of like jealous of Lonnie Loli. I think that would have been funny because you know Lonnie Loli is kind of like taking over as kind of like leading everybody, and Aku Aku's kind of feeling put out. He's kind of like, well, you know, it's my job to lead everybody. Who do you think you are, just coming in here and, you know, talking to my Bandicoot children and, you know, becoming their guide? Who do you think you are, sleeping for 1,000 years, you know? You know, like, whatever, like, stuff like that. Like, I think that would have been funny. Bye-bye. Does anyone remember when I was running the platinum on this and how, like, I remember getting stuck on this level. I remember just being immensely frustrated with it. Let's go this way. I remember having a frustrating time with this one too. Yeah, you know, that would have been really funny to have some interaction, but you're right, between Mel Winkler and or Greg Eagles and Richard Horvitz. I think that would have been hysterical, having them, like, you know, kind of riff off of each other. Oh, malarkey. G'day, J-Buns. Man, I wish I could go to bed at 10 o'clock. My brain is just one of those brains that's like, hey, you're tired and exhausted. Better, you know, just sleep? What's that? You don't need that. Why would you need that? I'm the person that is always the last to go to sleep in my house. I was like that at my parents'. I was like that. I'm like that now. I have to be the last one to go to sleep. And when I'm with friends, which makes it even also, can make things a lot worse, I'm typically the first to wake up. So like when I'm like at like the Airbnb so when I'm like at the Airbnb with my friends while we're in Boston, I was typically always, from what I remember, unless someone was awake and they didn't come out, I was like always the one that was or at least other people were coming out, waking up around the same time. I was typically always last to bed and first to rise. Oh, I messed that up. I'm also last to bread and first to rise. Yeah, I am. I hate it. Last to bed, first to rise. Now, when it comes between me and my wife, it's I'm last to bed, and her and I are mutually first to rise. Like, what will happen is I'll wake up, I'll wake up, and I'm first to wake, but I'll be on my phone, and I'll swipe, and I'll just, you know, kind of check up some updates, you know, look at some things, kind of just, you know, kind of just be casual, you know, nothing crazy, nothing too over the top, and just kind of chill for a bit. And then once it gets close to time to the kids start getting up, and then you know, I'll be like, all right, honey, we gotta get up, and I start shaking her. She's like, "Rrr."
Let's see if these tall poppies know how to smoke a steak.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Lonnie's Oasis. I appreciate you remembering. Yes, it was. We just celebrated Jonathan's 2nd birthday. It was Jonathan's 2nd birthday. He had a great birthday. Speaking of Jonathan, since you brought it up, I have to tell a funny story. This has to. So, Jonathan is in the gabbing phase, but he's also in the phase where he knows words, but he doesn't know how they're applied. So if he wants something, he'll look at it, and instead of saying like, "Oh, I want that," he'll put his hands up. He goes, "I need help. I need help." So it's like, so we're sitting there, we'll be making dinner, and he'll walk over, he'll bring his little stool, and he'll step it up, and he'll try to reach for like we have like a pound cake or something on the counter, and he'll put his hand and go, "I need help. I need help." Like he's asking for us, help me get the cake. It's like, no, not quite. But it's funny. It's hysterical because it's not wrong. He's like, "I need help." So, but he said something the other day, and it was so funny. It broke up the whole mood. So David's at the age now where he's asking about death, where it's, you know, what happens when you die, and what, you know, what would happen if you died, what would happen if I die, and he's very much, you know, he's at that age, and kids get to that age where it's the, you know, they're comprehending it, and they don't understand it, and et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, we're explaining it to him. And he's kind of, you know, nervous about it, which, of course, naturally, you know, everyone is scared of death. Jonathan walks over, and he has the most concerned face on. He has the most concerned face. He walks over to David as my wife is explaining it to him, sits down beside her, puts his hand on David's chest with all the concern in the world, and he starts rubbing, and he goes, "Poop." He's just, with all the love a 2-year-old could muster, rubbing David's chest. He goes, "Poop." And just, that's it. And we just start laughing. We just start laughing. It is like, we are like, oh, David just starts laughing hysterically. My wife is dying. And just like, it just completely, like, the whole mood changed to a much more positive, happier mood. But it was so funny. Just all the sympathy that a 2-year-old could muster. But he meant it. He wasn't trying to joke, though. That's the funny thing, too. Is that he wasn't trying to joke around. He was, like, literally trying to comfort David. He's like, "Poop." It's just like, exactly. That is exactly how it's written there, Clipper. That's exactly how it was. It was just like, he was just trying to help. Oh, like, you couldn't write that if you tried. Oh, that was so funny.
Does this mean I have franchise potential?
One of my favorite things, like I said, my favorite thing right now is that I need help. But the way he says it, it's like a determined, like, I'm gonna do this, but I need help. I need help. And it's just like, no, you're not getting cake. Why? He doesn't say why. He doesn't say why. He goes, why? Like the way he says it, it's like, oh my gosh. Hey, T-Tail Gamer, how's it going? Yeet! Yeah, it's a thing that kids naturally go through because they start, you know, especially when you have like the, you know, the passing of an animal or just the idea that like they don't grasp it, and then once they start grasping the concept, they start freaking out, right? And so there we go, and there we go. Well. And yeah, talking about death is uncomfortable, but let me tell you something, and you know, I think, you know, I'm... There we go. Personally, for me, and this is just me, some people might get mad at me for saying this, but I think probably one of the most, like, uncomfortable conversations, and I've seen it, unfortunately, with my siblings, is explaining to a kid why the mom and dad's getting divorced. I would explain death to 1,000 kids before I have to explain to any kid once about the concept of divorce. Just nope, no, I'm good. I couldn't do it. You know, having conversation with kids is awkward sometimes, but there's just some conversations I'm like, I would rather just jump off a cliff. Like, I would rather just yeet myself off a mountain 20 feet off, you know, just yeet myself away than explain it. I just, nope. Maybe for some people it's different, and that's okay, but for me, personally, I would rather jump off a cliff. My phone went off again. Why did you go off again? But yeah, I would rather just, you know, yeet myself off a mountain than do that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Oh, there we go. No, I understand the concept. It's like, you know, they might understand the concept of it. I was 1% off. Get out of here. But yeah, and there's the second stage, which, wait, there's a flashback tape for this? Has always been? Where's Tana? Tana is here on the second level because now it has been separated. Yes, they did Clipper. Yes, they did Future Star. They
Wonder what
separated.
the local delicacy is here. I hope it's spicy and fried.
Much better. Boing. We're gonna say, yep, in this mod. Oh, malarkey! I kicked the jump crate. Don't give me that. Don't give me that minutia.
Wonder what the local delicacy is here. I hope it's spicy and fried.
You know, Tana, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of with you on that. Spicy fried things, yes. And now I'm craving something spicy and thigh. Thighed, yes. I want something spicy and then thighed. Spicy and fried. Oh, malarkey!
Wonder what the local delicacy is here. I hope it's spicy and fried.
Salty, spicy, and fried. That is... So, like, for example, my favorite wings are Cajun wings. Oh. I'm getting hungry thinking about it. But I love Cajun wings, like dry Cajun wings that are salty, spicy, and fried. Speaking of Cajun wings, thank you ADHD brain for remembering this. Do y'all remember when there was like that? I think they were bots where there was this giant wave of people that literally hopped onto the stream and started yelling at me about why I wasn't vegan. Out of the blue, like it wasn't even like we weren't even talking about it at all. Like we were not even talking about it at all. And all of a sudden, someone turned around and said, "You need to go vegan." I'm like, where did this come from? Where did this conversation come from? It wasn't like we were talking about food or talking about diets or talking about anything. They just came in. They're just like, "You need to go vegan." And I'm like, "Bro, we're literally playing Crash Bandicoot. Like, what are you talking about?" Oh, that's new. What's over here? Well, that's a nice new fancy hidden gem. War flashbacks. And remember, I just straight up just was like, "Ah, don't even get me started." Oh, now I'm thinking about, now I want wings. Now I'm hungry. Yeet. Well. Ah! He has the best and nicest mods. Yes, I do. That is one thing that I can flex, is that my mods are awesome. Everyone is awesome. Yep. Leap, 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 leap. And choo! Boom. Kaboom. Kaboom! Oh, yeah! See, this level is a lot more stress-free now that, you know, we don't have to go through both the dingo and the, ton of parts together. Got so close too. Jeez. Oh, I thought I landed.
Spicy fried mystery food.
Spicy fried mystery food. You got me on the spicy and fried. Mystery, not so much. Give me a second here. Hey! I used to watch a YouTube channel, Ask a Mortician, for Halloween fun. Just screen it first. Don't remember if there's anything you wouldn't want the pups hearing in case you need any info on it. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone who contributed to the bar. We're going to be resetting that bar as soon after tonight's stream. And we're going to be back, hopefully, on Thursday. And again, I do apologize for missing Thursday and Friday stream. That was not intentional. That was, again, our air conditioner had busted. So what happened before was that the contact on the old air conditioner had went. And what happened was unfortunate. Ah, wait a second. So what had happened was the thermostat was also starting to go, and when one went, and then we had a power blip and the thermostat died. So because the thermostat died, but we didn't know. We had no idea, right? We had no idea why it died, how it died, etc. And we were cooking, man. We were just cooking. the worst... Oh, malarkey. The worst part was that my office was sitting in around... what was it? It was sitting at around like 90, 95. The house was sitting at about 87 before humidity. But by the time that the guys came, they said it was 88 with 71% humidity in the house. I'm like, great. Awesome. On. Office or oven? Both. Office or oven? Yes. It was not fun. We could not sleep. Part of the reason why is it was so hot we couldn't sleep. We couldn't do anything. So what we did was we actually shacked up at my parents' place while they were fixing it. But what I was doing was I was coming back here to work, and my kids and wife stayed at my parents' place while we waited for the air conditioning guy to show up, which took a while. Make pizza in the 3D printer. It was close to that, man. It was close. It was hot, man. And then, worst of all, after a day, I couldn't 3D print anymore. Oh, come on. After a day, I couldn't 3D print anymore because it was so humid that my prints were starting to come off melted. Like, I would pull them off the plate and... What? It ate my jump. It would quite literally, like, just melt while I was doing the... while I was printing. It was so warm that my prints were coming off, like kind of melty. Like, they weren't really, you know... Oof. But yeah, we basically got, we were cooking. And then when the guys finally came, it didn't take them long to fix it. They're like, oh yeah, it's just a busted this. And they quickly just fixed it up. Oh no. They fixed it up. And and then we had air conditioning. It took about 12 hours before the house had acclimated back to a normal temp. And I was so thankful for that because, boy howdy. Oh yeah, also, so try not to give away, you know, a little bit of what's going on. But there was a tornado that touched down not too far from where I live. And here's the funny part about it. It touched down in Buffalo, but it also nailed a place called Fort Erie. And apparently, in Buffalo, they're freaking out, and the people are angry, as they should be, because there was no tornado siren. There was no warning. It just touched down. It wasn't a big tornado. It wasn't that big, but there was no siren. There was no alert. There was nothing. People were just like, oh yeah, by the way, here's a tornado. Okay, bye. And that was it. And people were like, what? With no warning. It took 12, once the air conditioner was fixed, it took 12 hours for the house to get all the moisture out. And people are like, hey, you know, now granted, where we are, I could probably count on one hand, how many, like, could probably count on one hand how many tornadoes have ever touched down nearby. right? Like, it's not something that typically happens. But nonetheless, it's got to be something that's, you know, it's got to be something that's kept an eye on. You can't just be like, ah, the tornado warning doesn't need to be updated. We don't get those. It's like, yeah. And when you do get one, you're going to be very upset. Really? Now, luckily, it didn't touch down where I am. But when I heard about it, I was like, that's not a place that I want to, you know. I don't want to. Go. Time of year, unfortunately. Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Boink. And there we go. Oh no, I'm used to Crash Team Rumble's controls. I'm used to the double jump and the dash. And now I only get one jump and one dash, and now it's killing me. And I'm like, ah! Curse you, Crash Team Rumble, and your awesomeness.
That Schnurgleshrink was killer.
Struth. Who cooked it? Heat was too high. That's why it was all rubbery inside. Set part grill marks too.
I liked the pickled wumpa leaves.
Cortex, you can't. Why did you not see it before?
I love how, like, there was no conversation. There was no, like, why would he do this? They were just like, yeah, go kill him. That was it. They were like, yep, just go get him. No conversation. No, like, why would Cortex do that? Well, let's find out. And then they were just like, yep, it's Cortex. Let's go. Yeah. It was just like a mutual understanding. Like, yeah, it's Cortex. Of course he betrayed us. It was like not even an attempt to have a conversation or say anything or make a quick remark. It was just like, yeah, it's Cortex. My favorite season? I don't know. I get grouchy and complain about every aspect of each season. I can tell you the worst season. I can start there. The worst season for me I have to say, and this is just me personally. Oh no, I lost the box. I do not like Canadian Spring. I hate Canadian Spring. I hate Canadian Spring because Canadian Spring isn't like, oh, nice, you know, a little bit of warm, bit of cooler weather. No, no. It's, hey, one day it's raining all day, and then the next it's below freezing, and then the next it's below freezing, and then the next it's raining, and there's mud, and then also one day it's like, okay, it's summer now, and that's it. That's our spring. That's our spring. Our spring is just like, you know, misery, miserable, wet, yuck, cold, unpredictable, icky, yucky, yuck. So spring is like bottom of the barrel for me. I don't mind fall because I like fall. And the reason why I like fall is because that's when things start to steadily get cooler, and it's a steady cool down, and it's nice, and you know, it's you know, when you have your morning coffee and it's cool in the morning, you know, like that's grand for me. I love that. I bounce off the box. So now you get to spring or now you get to summer and winter. And they have their perks, of course. Hold on. Oh, I keep missing that box. When I was a kid, I would 100% tell you that I enjoyed winter a bit more than summer. But as an adult, now that I have to drive in the winter, I hate driving in the wintertime, not because of my skills, but other people's skills people are just dumb. People are just capital D dumb when they're driving, and I hate it.
There's another way I can break this cycle of endless fighting between us. I can go back to where it started. I can undo my greatest failure.
He means you, Crash.
Bye-bye, Bandicoots.
But like taking out the trash, for example, is better in the wintertime as well. That's another thing.
Me.
So I'm just seeing here, and apparently there's this game called Stumble Guys, which is literally a riff on Fall Guys, and Blue Knight's reporting here that they have a Dr. Neo. I don't think that's official. There's a reason why it's not called Cortex. I got a feeling that they're riffing, like they're doing a knockoff of Cortex and not calling it Cortex, you know? It's kind of like because you notice there's no N on the forehead, right? There's no N on the forehead. There's no, yes, Dr. Neo Cortex. It's Dr. Neo. And there's no N, so it kind of, I'm wondering if it's knockoff Cortex. I'm wondering. Because you have to think, nobody calls him Neo. everyone calls him Cortex, right? So if everyone's call him Dr. Cortex, I don't think that is, so 1 second. It's a funny reference, but all right, give me a second here. Let me just make sure that these eggs are printing well. Oh, my body! Okay. Well, oh. Alright, so cinder eggs are printing. Those are looking pretty good. Those will be ready in 17 hours. Yeah, 17 hours. Midday tomorrow. Then we're gonna go back to here, and those Spyro eggs look pretty good so far. So I'm just gonna go over here, go to edit, tweak it a smidge by going at 6. Save publish changes. There we go. All right. Here. One second. Here. Okay. Okay. I think we're gonna go to Q&A or Q&R because we got like 25 minutes left and we're on the last world, so I think it'd be better if we just hit the last world in one chunk for the last stream. I think that would just be kind of the best bet. So why don't we go into Q&R? We'll go into Q&R. So we are now at the questions and rants part of the stream where you ask me questions and I rant about them. So you guys got any questions, please fire away. And again, thank you so much everybody for contributing to the bar. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody who also made a purchase today over at the Etsy store. We got a bunch of new faces, which we're very happy about. So, all right. All right. Ah! Got it. I have a lot of cable underneath here. So obviously we're not streaming tomorrow, but we'll be back on Thursday. You guys got any questions, please fire them away. Favorite Richard Horvitz role. You would think I would say Lonnie Lowly, and I love his Lonnie Lowly. But I think if you gotta go with Richard Horvitz, I think you gotta go with Zim, Invader Zim. I haven't even seen all of Invader Zim, but I think Invader Zim is like the Richard Horvitz role. I think the three that you have to say would be Zim, Chaos, and Billy from Grim Adventures. But I think Invader Zim is like the role, in my opinion. That's like, it's kind of hard to dispute it, in my opinion. Have you seen the Fairly Odd Parents A New Wish? I have seen clips of it on Twitter. I haven't watched any of it. It seems kind of interesting. Let's see here. Do you think Do you think we're going to get PS2 Crash games in PS5 on that PS2 emulator? Probably not now. Not with Xbox owning it. Is it? Why is there bacon in the soup? I made it myself. Sorry. Crash Bandicoot now is on PlayStation is complicated. Other than like with a new title coming out, in terms of the classic titles that were originally on it, we got some complications. But, and this is a big but, a big but. Can't deny. Sorry. Sony Computer Entertainment America published the original games. So they do hold an ownership, a type of ownership over those games, whether or not they could republish them. They can. But it's an IP that is now held by Xbox. So, I think through legal matters and through arguing and debating that you could, keyword here is could, do a Crash, original OG Crash games that were published by Sony Computer Entertainment America. But if they were not, I would not, I don't think. Now, we could see them in Xbox Game Pass in terms of the games that came on Xbox, like on PS2, and like the Titans and stuff. But in terms of like Crash the Titans and all that over on the PlayStation 2 emulator, I wouldn't bet on it. Kinga, is there a chance that you'll return to streaming Sly 1 or 2? Would that only happen if we ever get more Sly news? I do want to go back and finish up the Sly 1. I do. The recent development with that whole Sly Cooper potential being in development and it not panning out really left a sour taste in my mouth. So I'm kind of hesitant on getting back to Sly, but that's not to mean no. But yeah, so Rumble. You know what? I did say I was going to do a monthly Rumble stream, so why don't we throw in Rumble as one of the games that we'll play this week? We'll play Rumble this week. What do you mean you're at soup? I'm at soup. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Do you reckon Spyro 4 will get announced at Gamescom? Probably not. Probably not. I would say to start looking at I would say to start looking for not Summer Game Fest, Game Awards. That's where we can maybe see something potentially. Because if it went into development like I predicted, what was my prediction? My prediction was it was December 2023, between December and January 2023. If my memory serves correct, it was between December and January. That was the ballpark number. I remember hearing, trying to keep sources quiet here, and anonymous. I remember hearing rumblings. I think there was rumblings of it in November, prototyped in December, greenlit in January. If my memory serves correct, it was rumblings and talking about it and discussing the potential of it in November, prototyped in December, and by January it was approved. It could have been prototyped. Don't do that, printer. It could have been prototyped and approved by December. But I know, according to my anonymous sources, that I will continue to keep anonymous and quiet and will not mention names nor positions or anywho. Rumblings in November, prototyped in December, and then by January it was greenlit and approved. Now, what does that mean? Well, by the time the question is how long do they need to make a Spyro 4? Right? How long do you think they need? If everything goes smoothly, 2 to 3 years. They're not going to rush out a new Spyro in a year. They're not going to do that. 2 years if they are working tight, fast, and efficiently. 3 years with growing pains and mistakes. I think you could do it in 3 years. So in terms of Spyro 4, I think that's where we are right now. I was told that I would be given an indication if there were plans that changed. Like if there was a roadblock and something stopped Toys for Bob, I would be told that I would be told if there was an issue, if there was a problem, that I would be alerted as soon as possible. And that no news at the moment is good news in terms on my end. So we'll leave it at that. No news is good news. Meaning that things are chugging along. So there's that. Trying to think what else. But I do think that they could drop something in December. They could at least drop a CGI trailer, which I would be okay with. I just want it to be announced. I just want it to be announced so that people can get off of my butt about it. Because for me, I'm at Zen mode right now. I'm at, as long as nothing gets canceled, everything's okay. Oh, we made another sale. Another sale. Another sale. It is a pterodactyl egg. Thank you. If you want me to sign it, let me know. Boink. Ah, that's right. Yeah, if anyone wants to look at the Dr. Brio pterodactyl eggs, let me know, because I got them. I got some Brio wins. I am hoping. So if you guys don't know, we are hosting Spyro. We are hosting Spyro Community Day on September 7th, which is a Saturday. And I am hoping that the Community Day is enough to get people going and be like, come on. Come on. Let's go, right? Where do you store all your Etsy stuff? Right there. So I bought a whole I'll be honest with you, until we hit winter time where we can renovate a certain room in our house to turn it into the 3D printing room. Right now, my office is a wreck. Like, let's be honest with you. There's boxes of stuff there, boxes of stuff there, boxes of stuff there. There's stock down here, so stock, and stock. And then over here, it's hard to see on screen here, this is all filament. That's all filament, and filament. So we have a bunch of yeah, we have, my office is literally just a wreck. It is a wreck because I am trying to, yeah. What would you do if Toys for Bob showed or did a slight tease to Spyro 4 on Spyro Community Day? I would explode, and I think that would just be like the pinnacle of I think that if they did an official tease, like everybody clearly knew that this was a tease for Spyro 4, where there was no qualms about it, there was no well, they didn't really say anything, even though, you know, because people are like that, you know. I remember when I would get a package for something, they're like, it doesn't mean anything. I'm like, really? It doesn't mean anything. Really? Are you sure about that? Are you certain? Or do you want to make a bet on that? Because let me tell you something, every single title that came out before had something to herald its coming. So when a package shows up, you should listen and pay attention. And every time I get a package, people are like, it doesn't mean much, actually. And I'm like, shut the front door. Come on now. Like, get out of here with that. So, if they turned around and they were like, hey, we know you guys are excited about something. We have something brewing. Stay tuned. Even that, just, we have something cooking. Stay tuned. Mwah. Just, mwah. I mean, that is just like a crowning achievement for the Spyro Community Day between me, Spyro Universe, even Mecha, everyone that's partook and everybody that helped organize it, just a crown on it. And I would just be absolutely thrilled. The adventure continues. Oh yeah, if we get the adventure continues, that's it. Just a text that says the adventure continues. I might just pop. I might just pop. I might just start going, woo! I just start running around. Oh, that would just be awesome. Or the adventure will continue. I would just explode. I would just explode. Because here's the thing, and this is where my mistake lied when it came to my previous Spyro 4 videos, I believe, in my opinion, if what I know is to be true. What I was chasing before, there was interest in doing it, but there was a certain roadblock. And so all the stuff of like all the trademarks getting approved and looking at all these things, they were all positive signs because there was something trying to be made. attempting to be made. But of course, there was snags along the way and roadblocks. And you know, if anyone's ever seen the Daffy Duck, the yoist and away, that's basically, you know, in my opinion, I would akin the Spyro 4 development to that. Just yoist and away, yoist and away, yoist and away. That clip, that is, I think that is like, from what I've heard that I'm not going to share, from what I've heard, that's kind of the gist of what's been happening. It's just been yoist and away, smack. It's like, come on, let us do it. And then under Xbox, they're like, okay, cool, go ahead. That's the gist that I'm getting. Why are you making such big angry noises? What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Everything's good. Why are you printing like you're angry? Why are you so mad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, we're all good. Jeez. This thing's printing over here and it sounds like a hurricane in there. I'm happy to hear that, Shadowhunter. Dodgers to the rescue. I don't think time travel would work for Spyro. I don't think it needs to go down the multiverse, but I think it would be nice to expand the universe. I am still on the concept, in my opinion, that there are other worlds out there, and it's based on the original game's lore even, that there are other dragons outside of the Dragon Realms and outside of the Forgotten Realms. There are other dragons out there. And I think it would be really cool for Spyro to conveniently come across these said dragons on his adventures, because something were to happen where he would have to go visit these dragons, right? I wouldn't even say evil. My can of compressed air. I wouldn't even say evil dragons. Just a different set of dragons. That there could be some evil dragons there, but just a whole subset of dragons. All right, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and then we got to wrap up. Oh, here's a good question. Here is a very, 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 very powerful question. Would you rather drink melted ice cream or eat cold fries? Melted ice cream. The reason why is because cold fries taste like depression. Have you ever had like cold McDonald's fries? Like, have you ever had cold McDonald's fries or just cold fries? They just taste like depression. They taste like this was good before, but now it's not. It was delicious, but now it's not. Right? But melted ice cream, it still tastes good. It's still sweet. It's just a different form of it. Instead of using a spoon, you just do your mouth action and, you know, slurp it up. Yeah, I mean, thinking about Crash Bash. Do you think you could sign the Brio egg with his Crash Bash victory line, please? Oh, if it can fit. What was Brio's victory line? Was it just wow, wow, like he was just like screaming nonsense? Sure, I can check after Clipper. Ideas for any Ratchet and Clank themed prints to sell in the future. I would like to sell an Omni Wrench. That would be cool. I would like to build a full scale Omni Wrench. I also want to do a full scale Clank. I think like a full scale Clank would be really, really, really cool. But those are big projects. Those are huge projects. But nonetheless, I would love to do a full 3D printed Clank. We could do a Golden Bolt. That's easy. Golden Bolt, we can do that. Printing one of the guns would be neat. We do the golden bolt. Try to think of what else. Oh, then you gotta do rivet, right? And kit. Rivet and kit would be cool too. I would love to do Rivet's hammer. I am a sucker. Okay, to get dorky here. My favorite, if you ever wanted to ask me, like, fantasy setting, what my favorite weapon combo is, it's one-handed hammer and a shield. Like, full-blown, typical paladin for the light and just smacking people with a hammer. I love one-handed hammer and a shield. That to me is like, you know, whenever I play D&D or whenever I play D&D or whenever I play a lot of games, if there is a, like, first thing I ask is, hey, the first thing I say is, hey, can I wield a hammer? And if the answer is yes, it's like that's what I'm wielding is a hammer. I love hammers. I think they are the epitome of just pure, just blunt strength. I love the idea of a hammer and a shield. To me, I think that's awesome. So, okay, ladies and gents, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. We'll be back on Thursday. Thank you all so much, whether it was tuning in for the stream, whether it was liking, or even going through the Etsy store. We really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. Genuinely, we are so thankful for that. We'll be back on Thursday, and I can't wait to see you all then. Until then, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye!